is a political debut set to shake up Tamil Nadu's two-party system, because Access My India exit poll has hinted at a generational shift, projecting a massive surge for Vijay's TVK. The exit poll predicts that the party could emerge as the single largest force in the 234-member assembly. If it's true, then Vijay's TVK will have the most striking poll debut results in history if this holds. It signals a major disruption in the state's traditional two-party dominance. This projection puts the ruling DMK alliance in a tight spot, with Access My India estimating it to get around 92 to 110 seats, while the AIADMK is projected to lag behind far with just 22 to 32 seats. The numbers point to a possible hung assembly and a significant breakthrough for a relatively new political entrant. The rise of TVK marks a shift in voter sentiment, with the party rapidly gaining traction across constituencies. From a newcomer to a potential kingmaker, or even the leading force, TVK's performance could yet redefine Tamil Nadu's politics. However, other exit polls present a more conventional picture. Matriz projects a clear majority for the DMK alliance, with 122 to 132 seats, while People's Pulse and P-Mark are also indicating a comfortable lead for the ruling DMK front, placing it well above the halfway mark. Praja poll goes even further, predicting a landslide for the DMK alliance. On the other hand, JVC offers a contrasting view, projecting an AIADMK-led victory, highlighting the wide divergence across pollsters. Meanwhile, TVK's numbers vary sharply in these surveys, ranging from a modest presence to a significant challenger, underlining the uncertainty surrounding its actual impact. 98 to 120 seats according to Access My India poll for the TVK, with over 84% voter turnout, the highest in decades, and more than 5.7 crore voters participating. The stakes are high. While exit polls offer early signals, the final verdict will be known only on counting day, which is the 4th of May. And now we have my colleague Toya Jakshi joining us. We also have Mr. Suresh Kumar, political researcher, with us on the broadcast. Thank you, both of you. Before I come to you, Suresh, let me quickly get the ground pulse from Toya Jakshi. Toya, I mean, a surprise is being expected in Tamil Nadu as we speak. I know that everybody is expecting a surprise from TVK. But what Access My India poll has given is a kind of surprise that even people in Tamil Nadu are not predicting, probably.
Well, of course, Krishna. Firstly, we got surprised after seeing the voters turnout, that is 85%, in this election, that is in 2026. Comparatively, in previous polls, this time it is 85%. But, exact poll projections for the Tamil Nadu and the Cherry, present a largely consistent picture, pointing towards a continuation of existing political trends, though with some notable variations. Most surveys give an edge to the DMK-led alliance in Tamil Nadu, projecting it to win between 120 and 160 seats in the 234 constituencies, comfortably above the majority mark of 118 seats. However, Access My India poll has indicated a much tighter contest, suggesting that Vijay's Tamilaka Vetri Kazhagam could emerge as a strong contender with 98 to 120 seats, while the DMK-led Congress alliance may secure around 92 to 110 seats, potentially resulting a hung assembly. A post-poll negotiations, the NDA alliance is expected to triumph significantly with 22 to 32 seats. Though the JVC survey stands out by predicting a clear victory for the AIADMK-led NDA Alliance front. Across surveys like where TVK is seen as a key player and as a kingmaker with projections ranging widely but consistently highlighting its potential to influence the final outcome. Likewise in Puducherry, the exit polls uniformly suggest that the NDA alliance led by the NR Congress is likely to retain power, winning 16 to 20 of the 30 seats, while the DMK-led Congress alliance, may secure 6 to 8 seats. And now the TVK is expected to make a modest gain with about 2 to 4 seats, Krishna.
Stay with us, Toya. Let me take this across to Suresh Kumar. Suresh, the modest projections before exit polls, at least in Tamil Nadu, was that TVK could win anywhere around 1 to 10 seats, and if they do about 20% vote share, that's a fantastic debut. That's a debut better than Vijay Kant, at that level. But what Access My India has given, and even you see the other pollsters, the lowest estimate is that now. The 1 to 10 seats, that's the lowest estimate. Nobody's saying 0 for Vijay. But the best case scenario here looks like Vijay could yet end up becoming the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu.
It's all an illusion. They're living, TVK is living in an illusion. They're only in social media. They're only in social media. We have traveled a lot in 234 constituencies. Okay. Do people in Delhi sitting there knows 14th ward in Vellore, 16th ward in Salem, 19th ward in Trichy, 131 ward in Chennai? What is the social engineering? Who are the people living there? What is the voting pattern? Do they know that? TVK is just living in an illusion world. They're only in social media. They're just splitting votes. From the day one, I'm saying, they're just splitting the votes. Okay, they're not converting into seats. Their vote share is just 15 plus. That's all. Some pollsters have given 90 to 120, and I saw that suddenly the anchor asked, they changed it to 78, 70. I don't know where the 20 went. But you can see that few pollsters, what they did in 2024 parliament elections, giving 300 par, 400 par. Luckily, they didn't give 500 par. Okay, the Tamil Nadu, the fight is between DMK Alliance and the ADMK Alliance, or whatever you call NDA Alliance. There is no space for TVK. They are in the third position. I've been telling this for the past 3 months.
Okay, Suresh Kumar, let me ask a very humble question. Fair enough, if it is a matter of illusion that people who are doing these exit polls are sitting in Delhi, they have never come to Chennai, they don't know anything, all of that is fine. If Vijay wins 10 seats, I'm just saying, if Vijay, worst case scenario, at this stage at least, worst case scenario, 10 seats, it's still a blockbuster political debut. You cannot take away from the fact that if he wins, if he gets, you're saying splitting votes you agree with, if he gets 20% vote share, that's a blockbuster political debut. Nobody has been able to do it in the recent past.
No, that I agree. See, he might land something between 15 and 16%, that's all. It's a good debut. It's a good debut. But one thing you should take into account, Joseph Vijay's party is unproven. He had a lot of chances. There were 2 bypolls. One was Erode East and Vikravandi. He didn't contest. Then he had a beautiful chance in contesting in 39 parliament constituencies. He didn't contest. Joseph Vijay had just campaigned in 35 constituencies. 35, that's all. There are 234 constituencies. They have an illusion created by the social media.
Suresh Kumar, I have a couple of questions to ask you now that you asked so many questions about people sitting in Delhi knowing nothing. Unfortunately, sir, it's very difficult for us to keep an individual track of every single ward in Tamil Nadu because we cover elections for the entire country. And we give the big picture sitting over here. We might get it wrong. Exit polls have gotten it wrong several times over. Even I take these exit polls with a grain of salt for sure. But the fact of the matter is, you have DMK, ADMK, NDA, BJP backed by no less than the Prime Minister and the Home Minister who are campaigning in Chennai. And here you have an actor whose film was blocked. It gets released, illegally. Nobody is found fault. There is no accountability for a multi-crore film releasing like that. And like everybody will say, this has got nothing to do with politics. This is just CBFC. Okay, fair enough. You believe that. You've had the state government doing all its possible, in terms of allowing how many people to come to his rallies. He's a new player. In these circumstances, for TVK to get whatever votes, you look at the debut of Mr. Kamal Hassan. You look at the debut of, even Vijay Kant. The kind of people's power that was expected. Only Vijay Kant could do it well. But Mr. Vijay over here is sitting, being opposed by the biggest parties in Tamil Nadu and the biggest party in the country, all at his throat. And you have people, I'm telling you, I'm from Chennai, every third person I'm speaking to is saying, we have voted for TVK. We have voted for TVK. And you know what else they say? They say, if Annamalai was in the BJP, we would have voted for the BJP. My point here is that there has been questions over tactical lapses by the NDA. Was it the right choice to let go of Annamalai in the scheme of things? And then the second question is always deriding Vijay as a nonsense, nobody, he does not know how to act. Calling him Joseph Vijay, I can tell you for a fact that nobody in Chennai calls him Joseph Vijay except for his political opponents. So tell me over here, even if he wins one seat in Perambur, where he is most likely to win, that one seat is a massive victory against all forces against him.
No, that I agree, no. See, he is a newcomer. Whatever he wins, it's good for him. It's a good base for him. Next is the corporation elections, local bodies. He can prove that. Then comes the parliament elections, 2029. He can prove in that. But as of now, he gets the votes. That is about 15% votes, vote share. But that is not converting into seats. That is the main thing in a political party. You should, if you get 25% also, you should convert it to seats. That is not happening in TVK. That
does it tell you about the mood of the people, Suresh Kumar? That's what I'm trying to understand over here. The mood of the people is that they are really angry. They want change. They want to show it somewhere. But the way the party that they want to vote for, they don't have any, faith in it. None of the traditional parties are able to have faith in it. That they're going for an absolute, untested new. It's like telling the existing political class that we've lost faith in you. We are okay with a complete novice.
Take for instance Andhra Pradesh. Chiranjeevi floated his party. I was covering that. The crowd was about 14 to 16 lakh when he launched his party. What happened?
There was a stampede. I remember. There was a stampede.
One second. He converted into seats. He could not form the government. Then where did he land up? He landed up with Congress. Okay, that is the same scenario for actor Vijay.
Okay.
That is TVK's founder Vijay. See, Tamil Nadu, you don't take like other states. The people are very intelligent. You go tomorrow and ask them who you voted, they will tell ADMK. Day after tomorrow you ask, they'll say DMK. The next day you go and ask, they'll say Vijay. After that you ask, they'll say Seema. They're very intelligent. They'll listen everything. They will listen everything. At a stroke of the moment, they don't vote in Tamil Nadu. They'll decide 1 month, 2 months before itself whom to vote.
Tell us this time around, there's a lot of anti-incumbency against the DMK. Do you see the DMK retaining power? Do you see the ADMK posing a major challenge, assuming that there is no TVK anywhere close by?
No, the fight is between DMK and ADMK, but ADMK is sinking. That's the main thing is, it is nothing but what do you call anti-sentiment in Tamil Nadu is against the BJP. is against the BJP. There is anti-sentiment among the people against the BJP. That is why ADMK's vote share is going down. That is why it is going down. And also BJP's vote share now will come down because of one factor, only one factor. The former Tamil Nadu chief Annamalai being ripped off his post as the president. That made a lot of noise in BJP. Because of BJP, Annamalai only, last time they had this NDA alliance could garner about 18%.
Okay. Suresh Kumar, quickly, I also want to pick your brains on the Puducherry exit polls as well. Puducherry exit polls, all exit polls across the board, handing a major victory to the NDA, Praja poll, Kamakya Analytics, Access My India giving it 16 to 20, People's Plus giving it 16 to 19. It looks like the NDA is all set to come back to power in Puducherry. Would you believe those numbers?
Puducherry, I think NDA alliance is in a lead, very, very, very slim.
Yeah.
Slim, because the Puducherry constituency 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 40,000 votes only. But I think about a couple of independents will win. Couple of independents also will win. That will matter. And my take is Puducherry assembly polls will go into a resort politics.
Will go into resort politics. We're also expecting a possibility of a hung assembly in Tamil Nadu as well. Hopefully there is no resort politics in Tamil Nadu at the last minute, but I'm afraid we're completely out of time here. Quickly, you can make a last comment, Suresh Kumar.
1 second. There will be no hung assembly. In Tamil Nadu, there is no hung assembly. It's a decisive mandate.
To DMK.
And decisive mandate for DMK on May 4th. We'll sit together. If I have a chance to sit with you
Absolutely.
at 11:30 or 10:45, you will know the situation. DMK of its own will form the government with 133 to 134 seats.
Fair enough. We'll take that prediction from you and we will come back to check with that on you on the 4th of May. But for now, Suresh Kumar, thank you so much for taking time out to be with us here on News9.